Hi everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about if Pacific Rim should join up with Godzilla and Kong. Now, if you're not too sure what I'm talking about, there's a new Godzilla movie coming out this week, which is a sequel to the 2014 film starring Bryan Cranston and Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson. So even though those guys aren't returning, Ken Watanabe is. He's the only actor from that 2014 film that's returning in this film. This film is also connected to 2017's Kong Skull Island because next year, which they're filming right now as we speak, Godzilla vs. Kong comes out next year. And it led me to thinking, well, is Kong and Godzilla going to be the only two things in this universe? I guess you can, but if you want this universe to go on and have more cooler interconnectivity, you're probably going to have to add in a couple more giant monster movies. And to me, it made me wonder why Pacific Rim hasn't been hinted at or included in this monster cinematic universe. I mean, if you're going to do a giant monster cinematic universe movie, why not do one that takes place in the future as well? And they've already done two Pacific Rim films. The first one was done by Warner Brothers, but then the second one was done by Universal Studios, which is interesting to me because King Kong used to belong to Universal Studios, but Kong Skull Island was Warner Brothers. So I'm going to take a huge guess here that Universal and Warner Brothers made a deal to trade Pacific Rim and King Kong. And it looks like Warner Brothers won the outcome of it all because Kong Skull Island did pretty well in theaters and Pacific Rim 2 burned in theaters. Now, to be fair, Pacific Rim 2 wasn't that great. But I think it's something that they should consider if they want to breathe new life into that franchise. Somehow, the way I thought it could be done, if you guys know the Japanese Godzilla, I don't know it too well, but I do know that there's a mecha Godzilla, a robotic Godzilla that's in the Japanese material. And what I thought they could do something to bring Godzilla at least into the future is kind of build Mecha Godzilla to have something bring the original Godzilla back somehow into fighting this robotic creature. That to me that would be probably the simplest way. But if they are going to do that, they would need to set up things in like Godzilla versus Kong, or even in Kong. How do you even continue doing Kong without making it feel repetitive? That's the thing that I'm worried about. Is that okay? We made Kong Skull Island, so after Godzilla versus Kong, does he go back to his island, or are you guys gonna do something new? Like, are these characters gonna become superheroes or some? Are you gonna send them into space next? Or because we don't want this to go too crazy, and there's only so much that you can do with stories about giant monsters coming and destroying the city, right? I mean, like, there's not really much room you can expand. And I get this. Like, a lot of people are going to these movies. People who do go to these movies, like myself, just want to see King Kong or Godzilla smash things and maybe eat a couple of people. That's why I go to the Jurassic Park films. I'm not going for the plot. I'm going to see dinosaurs eat people because that's what those movies are made for. They're dumb popcorn flicks. They're just supposed to be a good time watching explosions and chaos happen. So, I don't know. I think putting Pacific Rim in there, meshing those worlds up, could be an interesting take. But then what else can you offer? Uh, like Pacific Rim can offer something interesting because now people have gigantic robots that can maybe battle alongside with King Kong and Godzilla. I mean, there's an idea. But is there any other big monster movie type of deal that we can add into? I mean, Power Rangers, can that be a thing inside this universe? I mean, they're kind of like Pacific Rim, but in modern times. Hasbro has the rights to Power Rangers. Can Warner Brothers make a deal with Hasbro to say, hey, we want to include Power Rangers in this giant monster cinematic universe that we're doing? Now we know you guys don't always involve giant monsters, but Rita does make her monsters grow, so I don't know. There's a lot of different ways I guess they could do it with that. But Transformers can be another one. Well, Transformers is with Paramount, so I doubt that's gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, I mean, like, I doubt this giant monster universe can expand on anything else. But yeah, I think join Pacific Rim up with it since the last Pacific Rim did crap in the box office, and see where you can go with it with that. Maybe you can breathe new life. I mean, I like John Boyega. I think he did a great job in Pacific Rim 2. I just think the film itself was lacking a lot. I think it was fine. Like, I didn't hate the movie, but it wasn't near any as it wasn't as good as the first Pacific Rim. The first Pacific Rim had a coolness factor going for it, and I think Idris Elba brought some weight to that as well. You know, Idris Elba is great in everything. And Guillermo del Toro has a unique style to him that it made that movie interesting to watch. But I don't know. So, with that being said, I want you guys to leave your thoughts below and tell me what you think. Do you want to see Pacific Rim integrated with Godzilla and Kong, or do you think, nah, these two are good enough? Are there any other monster movies, giant monster movies, that should be merged together with these two, or should we just keep it at these two and let them until the milk runs dry? Because I do feel like giant monster movies aren't as big as people hope they would be. Like, not big literally, but like big box office wise, because if you do look at the box office, none of them have been billion-dollar hits, and it could be because some people don't see enough expansion there, nothing new for those movies to offer. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope Godzilla King of the Monsters does really good this weekend, because I really do want to see Godzilla versus Kong, which I think we're going to get that for sure. That will be something new and fresh, like King Kong and Godzilla in the same movie together. That's crazy. I know there was an old Japanese one, but it's not the same. We have new technology now that can make that look crazy. But whatever comes after will be interesting. So maybe we'll see. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and until next time, yes, a Godzilla review will be coming tomorrow because I'm gonna go see it tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that, and until then, take care.